Hi guys, how are ya? Hello my lovely ladies, how are you? Alright, as you can see here, I'm going to start another Halloween altered tag number 3. I know, I messed up on the first two. I know. As you know, I'm new to all this, so I'm trying to do the very best that I can with doing, with doing these tutorials. I'm doing them because some ladies in our group, Friends of the Creations of Art Studios, Friends in the Creation of Art Studios, they've asked me to do a tutorial on some swaps that we're doing for this month. We're doing 3 swaps this month. We're doing a Halloween altered tag, we are doing an explosion box, and we are doing a junk journal swap. Now I haven't posted anything about any of those swaps yet. They will all be posted by tomorrow afternoon the latest, because I am going to be up all night doing these tutorials for the ladies. So I just kind of went ahead and printed off a print from the internet of this. I really like it, so all I did was put down green colored inks. Some of my I always forget what they're called. Yeah, these inks, ink, whatever they're called. Anyways, those I put down a green one, a purple one, and a black one, and then I soaked it with this is just 99% rubbing alcohol. So half rubbing alcohol and half water is all I have in there. Alright, and don't ask me what size this jar is, because I have no idea. I have no clue. Okay? So any size bottle you're going to use, just do half and half of water and alcohol. You need the water because I don't know why, to be honest with you. I was just told that, or saw it in another tutorial or video or whatever, that you should have water in with it, not just pure alcohol, as it will be overwhelming, the smell alone. So it's good to just use half water, half rubbing alcohol. 99% is the best. 70% is okay, but I find it doesn't work as well as the 99%. So try, if you can, to get up to at least 99% rubbing alcohol, okay? So again, here all I did was print off this print, which is, I love it. I just love it. It's so awesome. And sorry, I keep clearing my throat again. Here we go again. And then, like I said, I dabbed my ink onto the table here, and then sprayed some of my rubbing alcohol and water into it, and then just kind of mushed it around a little bit, whatever you call. And then just kind of pushed my edges of the paper through that, and that's how I got the color with everything. So I kind of like the green. I thought the green was a little off until I added the purple and the black, and it looks pretty good. So hopefully you can see that. Okay. Oops, sorry. I keep forgetting to go over a little bit in the screen. I have like a small screen about this big that I'm looking at, so it's kind of hard to keep in view. So yeah, and the tag that I'm going to do, like I said before in the other 2 tutorials that I did, I'm doing them bigger so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So I just have a 5.5 by almost 11. So 5.5 by 10, pretty much. So we'll say 5.5 by 10. And it's just normal cardboard. That's all it is. I just have cardboard. Okay. And I'm going to do a pocket. That's why this is folded, because I'm going to do a pocket for it. Okay. So, I kind of know what I want to do, but I'm still not 100% sure exactly what I want to do. So, bear with me. If you don't mind watching, bear with me. And right now, I'm thinking I'm just going to paint this with black gesso, homemade black gesso that I made, just to get the cover up that I want there. And then I'm going to use Gauze. Yes, I remembered the name. Gauze. I remembered the name. I know. I'm so forgetful in my videos. I know. It is hard to concentrate and do videos at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of this and I'm going to put some black gesso down first. I don't exactly know how... actually, the way that I made my homemade black gesso is I just bought normal gesso and then added in black paint with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. You need to have rubbing alcohol. Anything that you're going to put into, even your paints, anything that you're going to have open up like this without a lid on it and you're going to put plastic on it, you need to have rubbing alcohol in it. Even if for this size, I put like a tablespoon of rubbing alcohol in it just to make sure it doesn't go bad. Because if you close it up and you leave it for however long, within a week or more, it will start going bad. So great tip advice is for you to put rubbing alcohol inside of your anything that you're making, gesso, paints, anything like that that's going to be open like this. You don't want to have anything closed up without having that rubbing alcohol in it because it will go bad. Even your water, if you have your brush cleaning water, the other good thing to do is to put a little bit of rubbing alcohol in that so that your brushes don't go bad, don't go moldy, the water doesn't go moldy, okay? So that's a good tip for you to use. This is for the ladies who don't know a lot about crafting because we do have a few new members in our group. And we also have a lot of really experienced ladies in our group who have been doing this kind of stuff for years. So they know what to do. The tips that I'm giving for the ladies who are new to our group by a few months, who don't know a whole lot about crafting. As I was the same way in the beginning when I first started, almost a year ago now. It's been almost a year. January, February, it will be a year since I started crafting. I don't know everything, but I know quite a bit. And I know I don't show that a lot in the videos that I do. It's just, I think my biggest problem is that it is very hard for me to concentrate on what I'm doing, what the actual craft is that I'm doing, and talking at the same time. It's hard for me to focus on doing both. So I'm trying to keep you entertained at once, but also show you exactly what to do at the same time. So like I said, bear with me. The more videos I do, the better I will get. I just hope that you're okay with that. Sorry, I'm just going to take a drink. Hang on. Oh, I love my chocolate milk. All right. And I forgot to light my incense again. Or my candle, sorry. Hang on, guys. I almost forget to light that. Sorry guys, hang on. My daughter needs me for something. Okay, I'm back guys. Sorry about that. Alright. I'm back. I know, I keep disappearing on you. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I know I keep saying that. It must be annoying hearing that. Alright, so I just have a couple of print-offs there that I had to grab too. So yeah, what we're going to do here is, like I said, I kind of have an idea what I'm going to do, but I kind of don't at the same time. So I apologize if I am taking my time doing it. I just don't want to mess it up like I did on the last two that I did. I really messed them up because like I said, I wasn't focused on what I was doing because I was talking and doing it at the same time. And with my crazy mind that's constantly on the go, I can't think of doing two things at once. When it comes to physical, I have no problem with doing a million things at once. But when it comes to talking and doing something at the same time, I totally lose track. I am no good at doing that. So please, again, bear with me, ladies. Please bear with me. I will get better. All right. So now I've already mixed my gesso, so I'm just going to give it another little mix there. There we go. Just another quick mix. Okay. I don't want to do it all the way around because I am going to be putting the picture on there, but I did already go too far. But that's okay. That's okay. Now I'm going to wait for that to dry first before I do the other side. Okay. Now I did want to do some stenciling on it, but I think I might wait. I don't have a whole, well, I really don't have anything Halloween-wise, like stamps or anything like that. I have like 5 stamps, and I lost the one that I really wanted to use on this tonight, which is my candle. It is missing. It has gone MIA. I have no idea where it is. And so I'm a little upset about that. Because I did some moving around in my room yesterday, put another cabinet in that my husband ended up getting me for more storage. It's a big, great, pretty fair size antique cabinet. Really, really old. Like you can still smell the old musty smell to it. And it has just a shelf and just a cabinet, a big open cabinet. Well, not open, it has a door to it, and a key to lock it, and you can still smell the mustiness to it, and I love that smell of the old. So yeah, when I was switching my room around yesterday, or 2 days ago, sorry, 2 days ago, when I was switching it around, I had to move a bunch of things, and I kind of lost track as to where I put that stuff. So frustrating. So right now, all I'm doing is just kind of adding some texture. Now, when you're doing any kind of tag, any kind of journal, any kind of anything, it's up to you what you want to put on it. You don't need to follow someone else's tutorial on what they're doing. They're only doing the tutorials to help show you, to give you some helpful advice and some tips and stuff like that. So it's not something that you have to do. You do not have to do what they're doing. They're just there to help, to give you some ideas of things that you can do, which is where I learned a lot of my things, you know. As I said, we all begin somewhere. That's how I learned a lot of things that I learned. So I know I keep saying so a lot. I apologize. I'm trying not to repeat myself all the time. Like I said, when I do the tutorial or do the videos, I go back and I actually watch my videos to see what it is that I'm doing wrong, to see what I'm saying wrong. And if there's something that I've noticed that I've, done wrong, I will let you know if I did do something wrong. Now, when I did my the third time I did my explosion box, I really messed up on that. I was really, really, really upset about that. As I said before, the tutorial that I watched, the lady messed up and she didn't admit that she messed up. So I ended up doing my tutorial 3 times because of that mess up. As I thought the second time, okay, I've got it right. I'm okay. I can do this. But when it came to doing it the second time, I realized again there was another mess up. And she didn't admit to it. So the video that she made was, the entire thing was pretty much a mess up. She mismeasured everything. and don't even ask me who she was because I have no idea. I've never seen or heard of her before. I've never watched her before either. Just be careful who you watch. Like I said, don't make something while you're watching that video. My best advice to give you is to watch the video first and then watch it again while you're making it, whatever you're making. Because if you go ahead and you end up making it while that person is showing you how to make it, and they do a screw up and they don't admit to it, you're stuck with whatever it is you just made, and there's nothing you can do with it. Sometimes, yeah, you can fix it by cutting it and cutting it to the proper size. Other than that, no. Sometimes you can't fix it. It all depends. It's mostly with cutting. When you're cutting a certain size of something like that, and if they don't admit to their screw up, then it's going to be a screw up on whatever it is you're working on too. Okay, so the best tip I can give you is to please watch the full video first, and then if you find that okay, everything's fine while you're working on it, while you're watching the video the second time, and you're doing everything that person had showed you, then you're fine. You're totally fine. So yeah. I don't know if a lot of ladies know this, but there are some people out there, apologize for this, there are some people out there that are assholes that will do screwed up tutorials just to mess with people. Trust me, there are. I've seen a few of them. And they don't care that they've messed up, because they won't show you that they've messed up, because maybe their channel is big and they don't want you to know, oh my goodness, I screwed up. I don't want my subscribers to know that I screwed up. You know, some people are like that. They think more about their subscribers than they do the actual people watching the tutorial and making the mistakes that they're making and won't admit to their screw-ups. I don't know where I was going with that. Again, see, I'm yammering on again. I'll shut up now. Anyways, so back to this. Now I'm thinking that I want to do the gauze. I remembered the word again, gauze. I want to do that. I really, really want to. I just don't know how or where I'm going to do this. And I apologize ahead of time. My grandson's going to come in and say goodnight to me before he goes to bed. So let's cover that up. Sorry that my hand is off to the other side there, my other hand. It's just that I'm looking up some stuff at the same time while I'm doing the tutorial. I apologize for that. Not to be rude or anything, it's just, as I said, I don't know how to do a whole lot of things, and because I'm talking, I kind of need to look at something while I'm doing the tutorial, just to give me some ideas as to what it is that I'm looking at, or doing, sorry. Sorry guys, here he comes. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Stop crying. It's okay. It's okay. You're fine. You're okay, baby. Want to say hi in the camera? Stand up and say hi in the camera. Nana's making a video. Say hi. Stand up. Stand up so you can see. See? Nana's waving. You want to say hi? You say hi and say good night to everybody? Yeah? Go ahead. Stand up and look in the camera so they can see you. They're waiting. No, they can't see you. You gotta come up here so they can see you. Stand up. Stand up. Come on. Stand up. Bend your head like right here. Put your head like right here. And say hi. Put your head down a little bit. Put your head down a little bit so they can see. Put your head a little bit closer. A little bit closer. They want to see your face. Sorry guys. We're trying to get them in view here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look in the camera. Look right in the camera. There we go. Say hi.
Hi.
Say night-night.
Night-night.
I love you.
Love you.
You have a good sleep, babe. See you in the morning.
See you.
Sweet dreams. That is my grandson, my 3.5-year-old grandson. I hope you guys don't mind that he came in and said goodnight. Yeah. Sorry guys, hang on. You don't need to be in here. There's no reason for you to be in here. You just meow. That's all you do is meow. As I said to you guys before, I have 4 cats. And, my one, which you probably have seen in one of my videos, he's a white, pure Siamese. And he meows a lot because he wants outside all the time. But I think it's because he's pure Siamese. He has a hard time seeing. He can pretty much only see from like here to here. So he can't see very well. And a lot of the times he runs out on the street with cars coming. And we're very afraid of losing him. So yeah, he gets a little upset when he can't go outside. So sorry guys, just gonna take another sip here. Alright. So yeah, I'm thinking I hope I'm in camera here. Sorry guys. Should be a little bit more in camera. I'm gonna move these down a little bit so you can see. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Or something like that. Alright. This is just my idea. You guys don't have to follow along. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay. So, kind of liking that. Now I'm just going to look and see if I like some of the gauze on it. Just because it looks like spider web. Now I did hear about something you can do with your hot glue gun for making spider webs. I just don't want to risk it right now. I don't want to do it because I do have a thing that I can do it on, a very thick piece of plastic to do it on, but I'm not going to do that right now. So, kind of something like that. Hope I'm in camera here. So something along the lines of that. To make it like a spider web. I like it. I like it. Okay, now just because my gesso is, black gesso is still a little bit wet, I can stick that down to it, which I'm going to move that. Get that out of the way. But I'm still going to put gesso over it. Or sorry, Mod Podge over it, just to make sure it's going to stay. Has anybody else started their Halloween tags? I know I asked this in my last 2 videos. Anybody else started theirs or Halloween decorations or anything like that? Getting all their kids ready for Halloween. I know my grandson's really excited right now. He's so excited about it, he doesn't even know what he wants to be yet. He changes his mind every day what he's going to be. Alright, so now I'm just going to Mod Podge this. And I kind of want it to be messy. I'm not trying to make this look perfect. Oh, God. My other cat just scared the crap out of me. So, I'm not trying to make it look perfect. It doesn't need to be because it is a Halloween tag. They're supposed to be kind of creepy and messy if you want them to. So... And I don't know if I had mentioned to you ladies before, I don't do what everybody else does. I don't like following what everybody else does. I am me, and I want to do things the way that I like doing them. Right. And all I did with this too, with this picture was while it was still, not while it was soaked, but while it was still a little bit damp, I just, oops, actually I wanted that up a little bit because I am going to do the fold there. So I'm going to keep that up a little bit. I just crinkled it while it was just a little damp So if you can see some of the wrinkles in it, and I love that effect on paper. I absolutely love it. I just find that it makes everything look even older. So, and what I will do after I'm done with putting everything down that I want to put down, I'm going to go over it with some black ink. No, that's not really dry yet. I apologize for my nails being dirty. I have been doing some crafting most of the day today, so I apologize for that. Alright, I just kind of want to wait for that to dry. I don't want to go and start doing this side while that's all wet because it'll stick. Unless I just do this so that it doesn't stick. But that's going to stick to it too. That's what worries me. That's why I wanted to wait. Oh, well. I'll just use my hairdryer quickly on it. As soon as I'm done doing this. Like I said, just adding some texture. Kind of blending everything in with it. Uh-oh, my grandson's coming again. Oh, he's upset about going to bed tonight. He's usually pretty good. Some nights he's really, really good. Other nights he's not. So I'm going to try and talk a little bit lower and try not to talk so loud. I hope you can still hear me. Alright. So, apologize for a second. I'm just going to use my hairdryer. Oh God, if I can reach it. Here we go. I'm just holding it off to the side here so it's not so loud for my grandson. One thing I love about Mod Podge, it dries so fast. Bubby. Stop. Okay, go pee. Go pee. Shh, stop crying. Sorry about that, guys. He is potty trained. He's just, he just tries to find an excuse sometimes to come out of bed. Just trying to match this up a little bit. Okay. So all I'm going to do is hold that down for a minute. And I'm going to rinse my brush. There we go. Alright. Mod Podge again. Or sorry, black gesso. Sorry, guys. I know I keep saying sorry, but I am. Okay, just want to do just the edge here. There we go. And all that is just small bubble wrap. That's all that is. You can get that from any kind of letter packaging or box packaging. Add some more spider web there. I really love this stuff. Gauze, I mean. I really love it. It's amazing the texture you can get from it. You can get this anywhere too. Trying to think. Now they do have it in different kinds. The gauze in different kinds, like different thicknesses and textures. Just make sure when you are buying it in the pharmacies or Walmart or wherever you go to buy it, to make sure that it looks like this. Okay. Now I did make the mistake of, because I don't remember where I got that gauze, I went to another pharmacy and thinking that this gauze was the same as that, and that's what I ended up with, and it's nothing like it. Okay, so just make sure you're careful on what it is that you're getting. Okay, if you have to, pull it out of the package so you know exactly what you're getting. I do it. I'm not worried about people complaining, well, you're opening the package. As long as it's not taped down, you know. The way I look at it is, if it's something I'm going to buy, I want to know exactly what I'm going to buy. That's why I do it. I pull it out of the package so I know exactly what I'm buying. It's not a big deal for them to put a piece of tape back over the product if it's something that's taped down. You know, it's not a big deal. Turn it. I'm trying not to talk too much, but I know you don't want me to sit here in silence. So just bear with me. I know I keep saying it. I'm sorry that I keep repeating myself. I don't realize it until I actually say it. There we go. Wipe up my mess. It's amazing how many wipes you go through when you're crafting. Your wipes start becoming just as expensive as your craft items, I find, because you're going through them so much. I didn't wipe up my Mod Podge quickly right afterwards. And this is what happens when you don't. It sticks to your mat, and it's virtually impossible to get off if you leave it there long enough. So it's good. As soon as you're using your Mod Podge, it's good to wipe it up right away. Or whatever mat you're using, it's stuck there for good. I've already ruined a few mats because of doing that. And I've tried soaking it in scalding hot water. I've tried using hot water and soap, and nothing works to get it up. So yeah, a lot of my mats have gotten ruined because of that. Again, I apologize. I'm just cleaning my fingers a little bit so they look a little more decent. Alright, and actually looking at this pocket, I'm not too sure how it's going to work. I might not even end up doing it, because I forgot that it's cardboard, and you can't really push cardboard out. I'm sure there's a way that you could do it, but right now, I can't think of one. I apologize again. kind of, I don't, oh, I know what I can do. I know exactly what I can do. Alright, if I can find them. Where did I put them? Hmm. I have those, oh, they're there. Foam tabs. Foam tabs. That's exactly how I can do it. Now, no, I'm not going to rely on that to hold the whole thing down. I'm just using that to kind of hold the pocket up a little bit so that you can stick something in there. Alright, now this I'm going to try and do without hopefully messing it up. I'm just trying to kind of measure just exactly how much is going to go under there so that it doesn't look too off. And I'm thinking I might just cut it and match it up. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So, holding it there. I know it looks horrifying. It looks horrifying, I know. I know, the poor picture is ruined. Oh no. Not really. It's alright. Okay, now, oh, that's still got black paint on it. Not budget. I may have to go clean my water. It's pretty black. Oh, I might be okay for one more. My brush is still coming out pretty clean, so. Back to my Mod Podge to put the rest down. Oops, I went too far again. Did it again. There we go. I hope that sticks. I tried to rinse as much water out of the brush as I could. Just trying to wipe some of that off so it's not sticky. I don't want it sticky. Alright. Now, try and line that back up with how it was. Nope. Sorry guys, I'm so out of view here. I'm so sorry. Gosh, I'm not even paying attention. I apologize for that. Like I said, it's either I'm talking too much and paying attention to the camera, or I'm not talking and I'm doing the crafting and I'm not paying attention. I apologize, guys. Alright. So I think we're looking pretty good on that. I'm liking it so far. It's not perfect, but it's somewhat lining up. Lining up pretty good. I like it. So you can kind of see how it looks. That's what I'm trying to do with it. What do you think? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. What do you think? Because I like it. Okay. Hang on again, guys. Sorry, I'm just opening my window. Alright. Okay. So, what is this? I'm just going to look at something over here for a second. Like I said, I'm not copying anybody. I'm just looking for ideas. So, no, that didn't line up very well now, did it? Oh boy. That's okay. Don't be so noticeable. I'll figure out what I can put there. Oh. Ow. Oh, that hurt. I had a little bit of a hangnail there. Not really a hangnail, just a piece of nail that broke off. And this is why I can't grow nails, because they fall off so easily. Or sorry, break off so easily. Okay. Yeah, so, I know I keep saying that, I apologize. Tomorrow, the latest tomorrow afternoon, as I said, I'm going to be up all night doing these tutorials. But by the latest tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have all of our swaps up for all of our members. As I said before, we're doing a junk journal swap, we're doing an altered Halloween tag, and an explosion box swap. That's why I tried so hard on the 3 videos of the explosion box swap. Trust me, I was fed up with it. I was so fed up with doing it, I didn't want to do it anymore. So, I'm hoping that the ladies that are going to be doing that swap, I did put the proper measurements in it. After I had realized that I'd messed up on a measurement at the end, I messed up on the measurements for the lid at the end. But I did write it down. I didn't do the actual lid on the video. I tried to, and had realized that I had messed up. And I very much apologize for that, but I admitted to my mess up. So, what I did was, just at the end of the video, was wrote down the size of the lid, the proper size of the lid, so that they weren't guessing as to what the actual lid size was. As I said, when I do my tutorials, I want to make sure that when I'm doing them, that I'm doing everything correct, because I don't want my ladies coming back on me and being upset with me for something that I screwed up on. I don't want that. I refuse to have that. I was quite upset when that tutorial I had watched had screwed up. And like I said, when I was doing the first tutorial, I was live doing that. I was not just pre-recording it, or sorry, recording it and then going to put it up. I was live doing that. And I was very, very embarrassed about that because it was my first live tutorial. Alright. So if ever there's a video that you're watching of mine, and if I didn't realize that I messed up on something, please let me know. Please let me know. I would rather know. I'd rather you be honest with me and let me know that there's something that I may have messed up on. If I didn't realize that I messed up on it, I will fix it. Sorry, if I realize that I did mess up on it, I will fix it. I will not give you a wrong way to make something and leave you hanging. I won't do that to my ladies. I care too much for them to do that. So, yeah. I can't understand why people would do that. It doesn't make sense to me why someone would not care if they put out the wrong measurements to someone. And oops, sorry, I gotta make sure. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to remember to stay in view here. I just don't understand how people can do that to someone, to put up a wrong way of doing something and not admit that they did something wrong. I don't know how people can do that. It is very mean to do, and I don't know how these people end up keep getting subscribers or keeping their subscribers if they're doing a mess up and they don't admit to having that mess up. I really don't know. Now, if I was doing something like that and I continuously messed up and didn't admit to my mess ups, I don't know how I could have my subscribers still watching me after that. But then again, I'm not like that. I care about my ladies. I care about the people that watch my tutorials and my videos. That's just how I am. I don't want to give them false information because it just comes back on me, is all it is. So if ever there's a time where I'm making something and you realize that something's wrong with it, and I didn't realize that I did something wrong with it, please PM me, private message me, and let me know. And I promise I will fix it. Or if there's any kind of tutorial that you'd like to see me do, I'll do it. If I know how to do it, I will do it. If I don't know how to do it, I will figure out how to do it. Alright, wiping up the Mod Podge so it doesn't stick to my table again and make a mess. It's stuck there. Alright. Now, what else am I going to do, ladies? I was thinking I should wrap that up, is what I was thinking. Silly me. It's all wrapped up and ready to go. Now I have a spider stamp here. I had gotten from a friend of mine. I'm just trying to think if it's going to really show up there. If I could, I'd like to use my white Mod Podge, or not my white gesso. I just don't know how well it's going to work. So this is going to be a test for me. Now this is my huge homemade thing of gesso. Don't ask me how I made it. I forget how I made it, actually. I made it so long ago, I can't even remember how I made it. It's actually Stacy Evans from Pink Poodle Crafts. She has a way that you can make it, but what she uses is calcium carbonate. I don't have that, so I just use baby powder, rubbing alcohol, lots of baby powder, and water. That's all I used. And as you can see, it turned out pretty good. It's nice and wavy, or moves well. It works well. It looks pretty much just the same. Now, because of the baby powder smell, if you do use a lot of baby powder, you will notice the smell of the baby powder. If you're someone that doesn't like the smell of baby powder, you will notice it. So the way that I fixed that was I'm trying to remember, guys, because it was so long ago that I made it. Actually, I believe I used some Mod Podge in there. I don't quote me on this, please. Don't just go and make it, because I don't remember exactly how I made it. So I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't want to give you the wrong information. So, just looking for one of my things here. And as you can see, it's pretty nice. I wish I could remember how I made it. I really, really do. I just don't remember, because I know you guys would love this. It's just homemade Mod Podge. Or sorry, oh my gosh, I have Mod Podge on the brain. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is put some there. Where is it? Don't make me take 10 minutes to look for it. Where is it? Oh, goodness. I don't even know where it is. I know I grabbed it. I'm just looking for my stamper pad. And I don't know where it is, of course. I never know. That thing always disappears on me. Always disappears. There it is. I found it. I found it. I found it. Alright. Okay. Now this is just a test. I don't know how well this is going to work. I have heard you can do this. I just don't know how well it's going to work. So I'm just blotting off the extra. I just hope that it will work. So you're watching for the first time me testing something. I hope that it turns out. Ugh. You can kind of see it. Kind of. You can kind of see it as a spider. Somewhat. It's just that the leg kind of got mushed. So, let's try that again. If I can. And I'm just going to wipe that little part away. That's all I'm going to do. And just take it, put it on the leg. That's all I'm going to do. It's drying really fast already. If you don't feel safe with doing this the way that I did do it, then use your finger. Just use your finger. Dip your finger into the gesso and just do it a little bit. I'm just dabbing hard because it's drying out. So dab it into your gesso and dab your finger into your gesso, I mean, and dab it onto your thing. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. I've never done it before. Okay. And line it back up. It's kind of hard. I should not have put this on the way I put it on, because I can't see where the beginning and end is. Okay. Now I can't see where the leg is. It doesn't matter. Ugh. Alright. So I think just like that. Not perfect. It ain't perfect. Yeah, I'm not liking it that much. So I think what I'll do is I'll just wait for it to completely dry and then I'll go over it with black ink. Because now I have that as a white background. So I'll just wait. See, my Mod Podge or gesso is drying really, really fast just with the lid off of it. There are a lot of videos out there to show you how to make homemade gesso though. Just make sure it's got baby powder or the calcium carbonate, which is marble dust. It's calcium carbonate before it turns into actual marble dust. Calcium carbonate is also what is found in your Tums. I don't even know if you can actually use that. I'm wondering if I could, but it will be a lot of Tums. Yeah, see, when I just put the lid on it, I can smell the baby powder. No, I don't mind the smell of baby powder, but it's, like I said, because you are using so much, it is a lot that you're using, but it does work great. I know that with, oh, sorry, that's the other thing you add. There's glue. So you add glue, you add baby powder, water, and your rubbing alcohol. I just don't, it all depends on how much of a how big of a container you're using. So it all depends on how much you're using in that container. If you're only using like half the container, then like I said, watch a tutorial on how to make it. I'm not going to give you the wrong advice. As I said, I don't remember how I made it because I made it so long ago. I actually watched another tutorial on how to make it. It wasn't even Stacey Evans' video because she shows how to make it with the calcium carbonate. So you can get it. As far as I know, you can get it from dickblick.com, the marble dust, and that's how she makes all of her gesso. I apologize again, I'm just cleaning my fingers. I gotta clean my stamp. Try to. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta wash it in the water. Just so you can see what I've done so far. So yeah, as you can see, my first test with the homemade gesso. You kind of see a spider, but you kind of don't. It's kind of a little mushy. I think it's because this is cardboard, and when you do push down on it with certain pressure, it does just squish. So that's what it looks like it happened over here, is that it just got kind of squished down, because I do see a little bit of an indent there. So, but it somewhat looks like a spider. I think once I go over it with black ink, it'll look exactly like I wanted it to look. Alright, you are clean. And you're dry. So, where is my book? As I may have showed you guys before in one of my other videos, this is just from the Friskers roller stamps, is all it is. That's all it is. Friskers roller stamp. Because I was running out of black, and no matter what size of inks I was getting, I won't buy the expensive inks. I just can't fathom spending $6 for ink. It's just too expensive. But they do have that Fiskars ink in different colors. So, as I said, I do go through ink a lot, especially black. So I just decided to buy the black ink in the Fiskars. To kind of save some money, because it was just costing too much to constantly go out and get ink all the time for that, for any kind of stamping that I was doing. I just use it too much. And I find it works great, because I can just roll over any small to medium size stamp, no problem. Again, I apologize, I'm just kind of sticking my head in the way here, making sure I get it lined up as best as I can. This is not turning out so great now, is it? It looks a little messy. Looks horrible, doesn't it? I know. Trust me, I know. Alright. Put you there. Alright. I don't really know what else to do with this. I do have trying to think what else here. I'm wondering. Sorry, I'm just gonna dig through one of my bags here for a second. Oh my goodness, I found it, guys. I found it. The one I really wanted. It was actually stuck on the back of my old... Oh, I'm so happy. It was actually stuck on the back of the second Halloween card tag that I did. As you can see what I did with that. I still might finish it. I'm not too sure. I like it. It's kind of hit or miss. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I do like it, but We shall see. All right. What? I was thinking. This is some of the. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Some of the tulle. I think they call it tulle. Halloween tulle that I got from the Dollarama here in Canada. It is actually the best dollar store here in Canada because they carry a lot more. So this is some of the tulle. You can see the pattern in it. You can see the spider webs. And it's purple. I'm sure you can see that it's purple. I'm actually really thinking I want to use the spiders out of that for that. I think I might. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a cut here. Oh, my scissors are stuck. I gotta clean my scissors. Mm. Smaller. There's either 2 or 3 different sizes on this one. I'm not too sure. And I don't mind cutting it up because it was only $2 for the roll. And I've got tons of it. This is going to last me quite a while. Is the same. So let's stay to the edge. There we go. And when I had gone to the Dollarama to get my supplies for Halloween, they also have this. There's one that's in gold, and there's one that's in orange. I'm trying to make this viewable to you guys. If you can see that. So there's pumpkins, there's bats, there's witches. It's really pretty. It's gold. And if you don't want the gold, it is reversible. You can use the silver on the back. Okay. Now I was thinking of not a swap, but I have had a few ladies that have been interested in the material that I've had. This is the other one, the gold one, or sorry, the other spiderweb one. Now it's not the same as the one that I just showed you, the purple spiderweb. It's a little bit different. Now, so I was thinking of if ladies were interested in our group, or members that join, or people that watch my videos, I was thinking of maybe sending samples, certain samples, or not certain samples, certain sized samples, for a minimum fee of like $5, because it does cost me money to send that kind of stuff, and because it's just little material, it's just really thin, so the package would probably only be like that thick for the material that I would send. Because I know a lot of ladies had said that they can't get this kind of stuff, they've never seen it before. So that's why I was thinking of doing I don't even know what you call it. I've never done it before, but it was just something that I was thinking of doing. And if anybody's interested in doing a swap just for something like that, I don't mind doing that either. If you have things that, you know, I might like, that I can't get here, because every country and every city and, you know, that kind of stuff, they're different everywhere. Now, I know here in Canada, not every city carries the exact same stuff. So that's why I was thinking of maybe starting kind of like a thing like that where I just send them some material samples for like $5. Like I said, it's just because it costs me money to send it. So I also I mentioned it in one of my other videos, a little tip for wallpaper samples. If you've ever gone to a wallpaper store, or wallpaper paint store, you can get samples and you can get books that you can rent. If you've ever gone into a wallpaper store and you've gotten samples, like for you to do a room, maybe you haven't ever done one. I don't know. I'm just mentioning what I've done. So if you've ever gone into a wallpaper store and you see all the samples that they have, you can ask for those samples for free. They will give them to you for free. I had got probably 40 samples altogether. As I was explaining to the two gentlemen that were helping me, I was just explaining to them that I was doing my bedroom, and I wasn't too sure exactly what kind of I knew I wanted to go black and white, but it wasn't, that's not what that's what I was telling them, but that's not what I was using it for. Actually, I was using it for crafting. But you don't want to go in and you don't want to say you're using it for crafting. You want to say that you're doing a certain room, for a bathroom or a bedroom, or a living room or a hallway or whatever. It all depends on the kind of wallpaper you're looking for, because they have hundreds and hundreds of different kinds. Now, I just went in and said that I was looking for something black and white. That's all I said, for my bedroom. And so the gentleman had followed me around. They gave me a bag, and they cut fair-sized samples. Like, I'm talking probably 4 foot. No, not 4. Yeah, maybe. Some of them were 4 feet. Around about 4 feet. There were fair-sized samples, so I don't know how much they'll give you in wherever it is that you end up going. It's just that the gentlemen where I went, they were very nice to do what they were doing, and it was also good because there was nobody else in the store, so I think that's why they were being so generous to give me so many big samples. But yeah, go into a wallpaper store. Don't get the books because you have to bring them back. Now, here in Canada, they don't give out the books anymore. You have to rent them. And the good thing for me was, sorry, excuse me, guys. The good thing for me, where I live here, they had said because wallpaper stores and paint stores don't, what is it? Oh, I was going somewhere with that. I totally lost track. It was the last store in Canada, all across Canada, that actually gave out books. They don't do it anymore, and it's the last place that actually gives out samples. There's no other place in Canada that does that anymore. So I was lucky to have that in my town. As close as it is to me, I was very, very lucky. I was very grateful that it was as close as it was to me, and for the gentleman to help me with getting as many samples as I possibly could. But yeah, just go in with a color theme that you're looking for, and have the idea in your mind exactly what you're looking for, because it all depends on the person that's working. I'm not going to tell you what they're going to say or what they're going to do. I don't know. But the gentleman that helped me, it's because there was nobody else in the store. It was dead. Completely dead. There was nobody else in there. So that, I believe, is the reason why they were so helpful with me and gave me so many samples. So have an idea of a theme that you're wanting. If it's because you're going to be using it for journals and stuff, and that's the reason why I got them, because I'm using them for journals. I haven't made anything with them yet. I'm saving that until I get the proper craft supplies to do it, because most of them are vintage looking, and they're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful material. Sorry, yeah, material, whatever it's called. Wallpaper. Wallpaper. It's called wallpaper. Wallpaper! So, yeah, have an idea in your mind of what it is that you want to make for your books, or whatever it is that you want to craft with it, so that you're not going in there totally blank, and you don't want them to get frustrated with you, like, well, you know, aren't you supposed to have this idea before you come in, you know? If you're doing your bedroom, you don't really know of a theme or a color you want to go for, color scheme or whatever, you know? No, as I said, I just went for black and white. And I got pretty much every single sample in there of black and white, and they were still willing to give me more. Anything else that I wanted. So I could have been in there for a good 3 hours picking out all these samples because they were so nice. But I felt so bad because they were already in there helping me for an hour, or just over an hour, giving me all the samples that they gave me. Because like I said, there was so many samples, so many. And I had so much fun picking them out, but I started feeling bad because they were being so nice. And it's just like, you know, how someone's helping and helping and helping, and you start feeling bad because they're being so nice to help for so long. And that's kind of how I felt. So I just kind of cut it off at round about the 40th sample that they gave me. And they were still willing to help more. They still wanted to give me more. But I just said, no, that's fine. But I said that I would probably most definitely be back. And they said, not a problem, anytime. So hopefully the store you end up going into, they're just as nice as these gentlemen were. I hope that they are. If not, then you're probably going to end up with some a-holes, you know. Because not everybody's nice like that. So I was lucky. I was really, really lucky to get what I got. And I will, in another video, show you all of the samples that I got. Not to really, like, just to give you an idea of what you can get. If you've never been in a wallpaper store before, is what I kind of mean. So, if you're someone like me that likes vintage and Victorian and old and stuff like that, then, like I said, these are just some samples that I got because it's the kind of books that I want to make, and I don't want to make anything that's going to be grungy and, you know, not made right. These are books that I'm going to make that are going to look fabulous. That's just what I want to do with them. So yeah, you get the idea. Something sticking to my finger. Going back to the pumpkin thing. I could have swore that I cut some out before, but I can't seem to find them. I'm just wondering, what exactly do I want here? Maybe none of these match. Ew. I wish I had spider. Actual spider one. I'm gonna have to get some more stamps. As I said, I don't have much for Halloween theme. I actually just went out last month to get all of that stuff. And it's the very first time that I ever bought anything Halloween themed. So I've got everything else, but not Halloween theme. Because I've never done Halloween before. And this is my first year doing all of this, so everything's kind of new to me. Alright, I'm just trying to see if these are going to match up. I hope they are. Yes. Somewhat. They're matching up. He kind of looks like he's got like 12 legs. Yeah, you're not matching up. Why are you not matching up? I may just stick with one then. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing. Something like that. Let's just see. Can you see? Kind of the idea I'm trying to get. I'm more gauze back there just to kind of spread it out a little bit, because it's just looking a little bare here. So I might do that. I hope you guys don't mind that the video is long. I'm trying not to make them as long. As I said, I take my time doing things. If I'm rushed, I can't think straight. So I don't know how somebody can do a video in 10 minutes. I really don't. Just kind of going over that to see what it looks like. See how I like it. I'm trying to make it look like a spider web. It's just not cooperating. Get off of me. Apologize again if I'm not in view. I have to keep turning it towards you to see it. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. It's just a video of me doing an altered Halloween tag. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. You do whatever it is that you want to do. Quickly try and cut him out and not take so darn long doing it. Do the best that I can here. Sorry if I'm not so talkative. As I said before, it's either I'm talkative and don't do the craft, or I'm crafting and not talking. Oh, I have such bad nerves. This is the worst thing for me to do, is to cut anything small out. It's virtually impossible for me to do anything. How many times I've cut stuff off because I get like a jump. My nerves make me jump sometimes. Even a noise in the background behind me, if it's not something I'm expecting, then, or a door opening or somebody walking up behind me quietly and stuff like that. It's a fight or flight syndrome that I have. I don't know exactly what they call it, but just really bad nerves. Really, really, really bad nerves. It drives me crazy. There's been times where my husband's walked into the bedroom while I'm crafting, and he's very quiet. He walks quiet, he talks quiet, he's just very quiet with everything that he does. And a lot of the times I can't even hear when he's walking into the room. And there's been a lot of times where he's walked into the room and I'm sitting here doing crafting, and he's walked in and said something and scared the crap out of me. Like, I'm talking, I'm sitting here and I'm screaming. I scream in fear because he scared the crap out of me so much. That's how bad my nerves are. It really sucks. Really, really, really sucks. So it's hard for me to go out in public and do a lot of things, go on the buses and stuff like that. I hate it, that's for sure. I apologize again that I'm taking so long to do this, but I'm trying to, excuse me again. I'm trying to do it as careful as I can. Because I am making this for my grandson, so. Because he wants a bunch of Halloween tags for hanging up in our window for Halloween. I think that's the reason why I did 3 of them too. Was for him, so he's got some to hang up in the window for Halloween. Of course you didn't come off properly. There we go. And as you can see, do you see how small that is? Look, I can't even hold it like steady. That's how bad my nerves are. You see how small that is? And I gotta do that. I gotta cut that out. That's hard for me to do. So just bear with me. If I knew how to edit all this stuff, I would. But I tried that on my very first video that I actually made. I tried editing it, and the way that they explain things, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's like you have to have a university degree to understand the technical crap that they put up there. Now, Ustream is a little bit easier, but it's still somewhat hard, and that's where I'm doing my videos from right now, is Ustream. But it's still somewhat technical and a little hard for me to understand. I'm not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy at all. I can't even remember what my password is for my Facebook half the time. And you want me to know how to do editing? You know, they don't even explain it very well. They use technical terms to explain it to you how to do it. And I don't understand that crap. Like, why can't they just speak English, you know? Speak freaking English. Maybe, okay, if you want to call it that. Stupid people English. If that's what you want to call it that. Whatever. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm stupid when it comes to technology. I'm not afraid to admit that. But I have seen how you do it. It's just that I don't really know how to work it. And like I said, I tried it with my very first video, and I ended up deleting the video. Oh, I was so mad. So mad. So after that happened, I just said, screw it. I am not editing anything. It's gonna stay in. So that's why I think I talk a lot, because I know I'm not editing anything. So hopefully you understand as to why I do talk a lot. I apologize, this is taking so long. I should have already cut this out. I tried to get everything ready before I started the video. And I did pretty good up until this happened. Of course, there's always something. Always something. I'm trying to go as fast as I can without ruining it. I'm doing pretty good, as long as you ladies don't mind waiting. It's really hard for me to do this stuff, guys. Really, really hard. Because as I'm cutting, I'm like almost about to cut the leg off because it's so minute. So I'm just trying to be really, really careful that I don't do that, so I don't end up having to cut another one and bore the crap out of you. So if you're watching this, please make sure you're doing something while you're watching it, or you're going to get extremely bored. I don't mean to. I'm almost done. I have 2 more legs to go after this one. Almost done. And I'm drawing a total blank on anything to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. I'm drawing a total blank. I'm thinking here, but I don't know what to talk about. Again, I apologize. Or you can't even see what I'm doing here. Not that you really care. The spider web was easier than the spider. Oh, goodness. And it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. See, I was going to cut 2 out because I was going to do a layering, but with this being as long as it's taking, no. You'll get the gist of it. And as I said, they're just for my grandson, so. He's very much into the creepy stuff, even though he's 3.5. He's very, very much into the creepy stuff. He loves the skeletons, the monsters, and all that kind of stuff. He's just like his Nana. He likes the horror of Halloween. I'm a very big horror movie fan. I think I've watched every single horror movie that was actually good. I think I've watched every single one that's ever come out. And I do have my few favorites. I don't know if I can mention them, so I won't. Because that's another thing about YouTube and Ustream. They kind of give you the oomph of what you can and can't talk about, but they don't really say that you can't talk about movies or music or anything. So, but they say that you can't air that kind of stuff on your videos as long as it's, what's the word I'm looking for? As long as whoever you're airing it from, they give you written permission to do it. So I don't know how it works exactly for actually talking about a movie or music and stuff like that, so I avoid that just in case, because I don't want my channel to get shut down. And it seems that a lot of I've heard of a lot of craft women getting their pages shut down on YouTube because of something that they've said or something that they've posted. And I guess maybe they weren't aware that they weren't allowed to say those things or do those things. And these ladies have had their YouTube channels for quite a few years. And all of a sudden their channels are gone. And there's nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing they can do. Alright, there we go. Spiders cut out. Yay. The torture is over. It's over. It's over. Oh, and of course I have to pee. I wish that I could pause this, but I can't. Please bear with me. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I know, this is dreadfully boring. I apologize again if I'm boring you. I'm really not trying to. Okay, so I was thinking maybe that. Maybe what about just that? What you think? What you think? What you think? And then that spider looks like he is upside down. But we can make him purple. I kind of like it. So, I'll do some more of this. Stick very well off to the sides. I always forget to flip it. We're almost done this. I know it's taken a while, but we're almost done. I don't want to add too much of it because the skeleton on the actual page is what is taking up the whole picture. That's why I did it. So that I wasn't sitting here for hours and hours and hours doing what I'm doing. I didn't want to do that to you again, because it is kind of boring sitting here and I'm not talking or anything, so I apologize for that again. I know, just tell me to shut up. Okay, get that stuff out of the way. So we're pretty much almost done here. Oh, I didn't get the bottom. I did not get the bottom. Mr. Purple Spider there. And keep banging my arm off something over here. He's creepy. I think I might just put a... That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to use. I'm going to use my little foam tabs. Sorry, I keep forgetting the video thing here. There we go. And then I'll do it again up here, but I'm not going to waste the video on you guys watching me to do that. You get the gist of what I'm doing here. So I'll use a medium-sized one, I think. These are cheap tabs that I got too. They're from the dollar store. I mean, they work, but most of the time I have to use glue with them. And just because I want to be safe, I'm just going to put a little bit of Mod Podge on there, just to be safe. Oh, he is too big. Ah. Oh well. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I don't like it. It's too big. It's way too big, and I think he's permanently stuck to it. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I know you ladies hate that. Look at that. I got him off. I got him off. So all I'm going to do is just pull it up. And snip it, snip it, snip it, and just put it on him to make sure it's going to fit properly. It's not going to overhang so you can see it. There we go. And you can just see it off to the side a little bit, but that's okay. It's still hidden. See? See how pretty that is? Isn't that cute? For a kid, it's cute. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut it here because you guys get the gist of what to do. I'm just going to sit here and finish doing it for my grandson, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Sorry if I bored you. I didn't mean to. I just kind of wanted to give you some ideas that it's not scary to do a tag. You can do them any size. You can put anything you want on them. It's all up to you what you want to do. So yeah, you get my drift. So if you like this video and any of my other videos, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. I'd love to see a thumbs up, or comment, or share it, or even what is it called? Subscribe. I'd love to see some subscribers on my channel. As I said, I do record on Ustream, but I transfer everything over to our Friends in the Creation of Art studio. I transfer it to there, and I also transfer them over to my YouTube channel, which is under my name, Sherry Weeks. I haven't come up with a name with it yet because it's only a few days old, so I'd love to have some subscribers there, and I'll do some more things if you want. As I said, I'm kind of kooky, so I've been told that. I am kooky, but that's who I am. That's who I enjoy being. I'm more comfortable being that way than being somebody I'm not. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, go on over to my YouTube channel, Sherry Weeks, and watch a few of my videos and see what you think. Okay, and there's the finished. Well, it's not finished. Once I am finished with it, I will take pictures and I'll post them up on my Facebook group. Okay, if you guys want to join, I forget how that works exactly. I think you just punch in the name, or you can go into my YouTube. It should be there too. I am going to check and make sure that it's there. But if you want to subscribe to our group, I'm drawing a total blank here. I'm drawing a complete and total blank. Ooh. Oh. I think if you know what, I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to say until I make sure exactly how you do it. I think you guys know how to join a group. So, as again, I said, Friends in the Creation of Art Studio. That's the name of our group on Facebook. If you want to join, hop on over and I'll click you in. And we have 3 new swaps going on this month that you may actually enjoy. We're doing altered tags, Halloween altered tags, and we're doing junk journal swaps. I haven't really thought of a theme of what we're going to do with that yet. I think I might just leave it open to the ladies for them to do whatever they want to do. And then we're doing an explosion box swap. And I've already done the tutorial for that. This is now my Halloween tag tutorial. And now I have to do, oh gosh, I totally forget, junk journal. But everybody knows how to do a junk journal. So I might just, do a quick tutorial on that for if anybody wants to see it. If not, then I won't do one. But like I said, it's pretty easy. If you're somebody who doesn't know how to do them and you're a little afraid to do them, then yes, leave me a comment and I will do a tutorial on how to do it. It's really not that hard to do. I know a lot of people are afraid to do it, but they are so easy to do. So, yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. Stay crafty, and do what you want to do. Don't follow along with everybody else. Create what you want to create. If you don't, then it's not coming from your heart. It's not coming from you. You're just pretty much copying somebody else and whatever else. You know what I mean. So yeah, enough with me yammering on. Have a good night. I hope you watch, and I hope you like, and I hope you subscribe. All right. Have a good night, ladies. Stay crafty. Be crafty. And take care. Love you. Thank you for watching. Bye. Did my tape go for it? I lost a piece of tape for it.
being